Coming to you live from the Putasos Podcast.
Oh no! Just slapped him! Like that!
Welcome back, Putasos Podcast, episode 35. Your boy Cucker Carlson.
Baby Joe. It's coming to the end of May. Going into June is an absolutely stacked fight month. Even July has a couple good fights on there. There's been a handful of good announcements, a handful of good cards. I know we haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks. I was traveling. He got sick. I got sick. But we're back, so thanks for waiting for us. Last week, we actually had Derek Lewis come back and finally get a good W on Nascimento, which was really cool to see. It's always fun when Derek Lewis wins.
Yeah, big name. He always with the crazy post fight too.
I love it, bro. I love it.
He fucking pulled off this thing, waved his shorts on Nascimento while he's on the floor.
He's all
mooned the fucking crowd.
Yeah.
Threw his cup into the stands.
He did, and he signed. Dana White signed it too.
That guy's something.
He's entertaining to watch. The only thing I have for him is, if you're Dana White, what's next for this guy?
Probably another main event.
But like Versuto.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you make him fight down? Do you make him a gatekeeper? Do you try to put him back into the rankings because he is such a draw?
Because he lost his last fight. He lost was it Almeida? His last loss.
Yeah,
I know he had a couple in there.
Yeah.
He got whooped by Almeida, so they wouldn't put him against Blades. Oh, Blades
is
just
fighting for.
No, I know.
Title,
yeah, I know. But
he knocked out Blades.
Blades just beat Almeida, huh?
Yeah, worked him.
Yeah, no, exactly, because he knocked out Blades. I'm assuming that Aspinall is going to beat Blades, and then maybe I was thinking of Blades versus Lewis rematch because he did knock him out, even though Derek Lewis is kind of on a downfall.
I think Blades is too high up to give him that rematch.
Is he? Yeah.
But
Cyril Gane's in the mix, but he wouldn't be fighting Lewis.
I just don't feel like Derek Lewis gets a top 5 fight right now.
Yeah.
I think he's ranked like 11.
Is he?
He's 10.
He's 10.
You want to know what fight I absolutely love, which I think would be a great fight?
I heard he fought to Avasa too.
I say run that shit back.
Run it back?
Run that shit back, bro. Because they're both kind of went on a losing streak. They're both big draws. They're both probably not getting back to the title. Run that shit back.
Stipe's ranked 6?
I think that's just mainly due to inactivity.
Yeah, definitely.
I think even like a fight versus Volkov's. Okay, so
so it's Jones versus
booked,
Stipe,
booked,
Aspinall versus Blades.
He's not booked.
Sergey
Booked. He's not booked. He's booked. So
who the fuck is Cyril Gane gonna fight?
I don't know. He's not booked though. So the only fight that is really feasible for him that's above him in the rankings is Marcin Tybura. But I'm pretty sure he already lost to him, right?
Did he?
I'm pretty sure he already lost to him. So it's like, at this point, I love the idea of running that back. Oh no, he beat Bam Bam.
He beat Bam
Bam. So I wouldn't mind seeing that fight, but I think the more exciting fight is running that back with Bam Bam. I like that one a lot.
I like that one too. That would be a good rematch.
Another interesting thing in the MMA world, Paulo Costa hasn't even signed his contract yet. So I don't know if you
didn't know
follow
that until you just told me it.
Yeah, I follow Sean Strickland on everything, and he dropped a video basically just ripping him, bro. Like, stop being a pussy. Like, are you scared? Blah, blah. So, Paulo Costa, though, he's known for doing this shit. He pulls out of fights all the time. This is, I mean, you have a number 1 contender in Sean Strickland. He doesn't deserve that fight in the first place. He's just coming off a loss and gets a number 1 contender fight. Like, that makes no sense at all.
Who do you think wins it? Because Paulo Costa just fought Whitaker, right? And it was kind of a close fight.
That's my pick.
You got Paulo Costa.
By 2nd round knockout. I think Paulo Costa he said something after the last Whitaker fight. And he said, sometimes I'm a little too technical. I need to let myself be the animal that I am. He's like, the second that I let loose on Whitaker, I hurt him.
Yeah.
He's like, I just need to let loose more often throughout the fight.
Like versus Romero.
Exactly, bro. When he was on his way up, he was just destroying fools. It's when he got a little too technical. When
his first loss was to Adesanya, right? Oh yeah, that's the only time he's ever been TKO'd or knocked out, I guess.
Yeah. So I like Paulo Costa. I don't know. I could see him pulling out of this fight. He does that shit all the time. Here's a better question.
Who do you
though.
think Sean Strickland fights if he pulls out?
That's what I was going to ask you next. Is if he pulls out, who should Sean Strickland fight?
Let's take a look. Since
Keep in mind, Whitaker Kamzat is already booked.
Since I haven't pulled up.
Izzy versus DDP's pretty much.
Yeah, he's not gonna fight, is he? Cannoneer's booked.
Cannoneer's booked. Marvin Vettori maybe. I do like that.
Oh
fight.
yeah, that would be
I
cool.
actually love that fight.
Because Vettori hasn't fought.
Isn't Vettori booked too though?
I don't think he is. He was supposed to fight Paulo Costa, wasn't he? Or he was supposed to fight Whitaker? Hasn't it? Let me click him.
I love that fight though.
No, his last fight, he hasn't fought in like a year.
Two big shit talkers. I like that. Marvin Vettori versus Sean Strickland's a good fight. But I hope Paulo Costa versus Sean Strickland goes down. That's like a...
I think that maybe they'll ask Brendan Allen to go in and be like, yeah, if you beat Strickland, you're next in line for the
I
title.
don't think Brendan Allen's that guy, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he'd win, but they might tell him that because he thinks he's that guy.
Yeah, they all
Who
do.
did he just beat? It was a kind of close fight.
Chris Curtis. Sean's
It
teammate.
was Chris
It
Curtis.
was Chris Curtis because Chris Curtis had beat him before
Mm-hmm.
and they ran it back. I thought Chris Curtis won that fight, but they gave it to Brendan Allen.
Yeah, that was a close one. And he's ranked 15, and Brendan Allen's saying that he's going to be the champ. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know, you
Good
got
luck with that,
Adesanya, DDP,
Yeah.
Sean Strickland, Whitaker, Kamzat coming up. Whitaker versus Kamzat. What's that, June 15th?
It's
June 22nd.
June's stacked, bro.
June is stacked.
You have the first with Islam versus Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
You have the 22nd with Kamzat versus Whitaker.
Even with boxing, June 15th is,
Crawford.
no, it's,
Oh, it's in August, never mind.
I think it's Tank.
Oh, yeah.
Tank's
Tank
fighting, and
fights.
then,
The 29th is Connor versus Chandler.
and then July, just announced July 27th, my birthday.
It's 304, right?
304, UFC 304 on my birthday.
And you want
My favorite fighter, two of my favorite fighters are fighting on my birthday.
Leon and
Tom Aspinall.
all of a sudden. Anyway.
We could go. luckily we film here every week, so like we got the fucking logs.
So I don't know if you knew this or not, but they were gonna put the fights on their time.
Oh,
But
I did.
Once I found out it was gonna be on your birthday, I made a quick phone call, and now it's on US.
My boy.
So.
I appreciate
You know
it,
what
bro.
I'm saying? So I got you.
Otherwise,
guys.
yeah, I saw Tom Aspinall talking about that, like pissed off.
He wasn't pissed off for himself. He's pissed off for the fans.
Yeah,
I
for the
get,
fans.
bro, because those people are paying hella money to. They're gonna be in the
They're
arena
gonna
at
watch.
5 a.m.
They're
bro.
gonna watch the main card starts at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, bro.
So by the time
it's
the
gonna
main
be 5 a.m., dude. That's kind of fucked up.
It is. But in Europe, don't they turn up like that late over there, or is that just Italy?
Some parts of Europe because the sun doesn't set till like fucking 5 a.m. in some spots.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird.
They'll be turning up.
Yeah.
Hey, it's better for us.
It's way better.
It's
for
normal
us.
time for us.
Way better for
3,
us.
5, 7.
I mean, in retrospect though, because we're gonna be off that day, I wouldn't mind waking up, cooking fire ass breakfast, and watching the fights early with my boys.
Oh, for real? And then we could go out later that night for my birthday.
You know, so I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah,
is
but
what
it
is.
is what it
Yeah.
is. And the majority of the pay-per-view buyers are probably US.
They are. That's why I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Tom Aspinall, I follow Chael Sonnen, the good guy and the bad guy, him in DC,
Yeah.
on their podcast. And Chael was on a podcast. I think he was on Mighty Mouse podcast, but they were talking about it. And Chael's like, what a lot of people don't realize is an interim champion is only allowed to be there when the undisputed champion is not active.
Yeah.
Right? So what he meant by that is the second that Jones and Stipe, the bell rings for that fight, Aspinall will be stripped of his title. Because in the past, you always see the interim champ get the title
Yeah.
when the champ comes back. That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
This is a very unique situation.
Uh-huh.
But it's kind of like, fuck, because it doesn't matter who wins, Stipe or Jones, Aspinall...
He'll still get the shot.
He'll get the shot, but he's not going to get paid.
Unless he loses to Blades.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I could see Blades winning that fight, but that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I think that's kind of weird.
That is weird. I've never heard that until you just said it.
And it kind of sucks because if you're not a champ, you don't get pay-per-view points. I'm sure they're gonna work something out in that deal. I'm sure Tom's not gonna be a dummy about that. But that's kind of crazy too. At least he'll get pay-per-view points on this fight.
Yeah,
which is cool.
I think this will be good pay-per-view.
It will be. It's gonna be a big fight, bro.
I mean, we don't really need to talk about it right now, but it was just announced. You got Leon versus Bilal, Aspinall versus Blades.
Love that fight.
And then what's
Patty
the third fight? Patty versus Bobby Green. Love that.
And there's one more.
And then I think there was two more. It was Arnold Allen versus Giga. And then there's one more.
Cape, whatever his name is.
Cap versus Pull Out versus Mokaev.
Yeah. I like that.
I like that too. I think hopefully Cape wins. No offense to Mokaev.
I kind of want Mokaev to win because it just boosts.
But then he'll get a title shot.
But that just boosts Perez stock.
That's true.
Because if Mokaev loses, then it's like, that's going to drop Alex's stock.
But if Alex comes out, because he fights June 15th.
Yeah.
If he comes out and gets another finish like he did in his last fight.
Great finish, bro.
Then that's big time.
Yeah.
Even though he's fighting down, like.
The flyweight's an exciting division right now.
It is. It's probably,
There's a lot of talent in that division.
What I think that Mighty Mouse should come back. How old is he? 36?
I think he would beat the fuck out of anyone in that division, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That would be pretty cool.
I think he would legit whoop everybody.
Dude, imagine Mighty Mouse came back to the UFC.
I think that
would make flyweight stock even just skyrocket.
It would, bro. He would steamroll Pantoja, I think, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it would be a straight ass whooping.
He should come back, bro, because now it's like UFC's.
I don't think Dana would let him do that.
Why?
Because I feel like if he won and left, he leaves the flyweight division worse.
You think he'd retire after beating him?
He's 36?
I think he's 36, yeah.
You know?
That'll be exciting, though.
Yeah, that's a good one. Also, Buckley's coming off a good win.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to fight in St. Louis, his hometown. He fought, got a dub. I'm a big Buckley fan, but when he started talking about like DC's mom and shit.
Was he talking about DC's mom?
He said his mama raised a hoe, and his mom passed away.
I thought he was talking about Connor's mom.
Mm-mm.
Oh, really?
Well, he was talking about that too, but then DC said that was the dumbest call out of all time.
Oh, and then
like
he said
that's
your mom's
like you're not gonna get that fight, bro. Stop.
Yeah.
You just beat an unranked guy, and you're calling for Connor. Stop. But
Connor just accepts it.
Connor's watching TV like, who the fuck?
You know? Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, but he called. He said, DC, your mama raised a hoe, and DC's mom passed away 2 years ago.
Oh shit.
And DC, what did he say? He said, shut up.
That's going to be interesting the next time if Joaquin Buckley wins the post-fight interview.
DC would beat the shit out of Buckley, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't even be close.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit. I think people forget, like, DC is an all-time great.
Double champ.
He's one...
Only person to defend both belts, right?
No, Cejudo defended both belts. And DC did not defend. Oh, he actually
did defend it. I think I've heard
he defended it against Lewis. And Amanda Nunes defended both belts as well. Those are the three to defend their double champ status.
Did she? Mm-hmm. I thought she got knocked out by Pena. No, I'm just kidding.
She got her one up front.
She got her one.
It'll be 9 ass whippings in a row after that.
Surprise, motherfuckers. Another good fight this month. Actually, we can drop this tomorrow. On Saturday is USYK versus Fury.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one, bro. That's like actually huge.
And Fury
for boxing.
Fury came in thin, bro. He came in shape.
Yeah, because Usyk's not that. Yeah, he's a smaller heavyweight.
And he came in like he has a 4-pack right now, and you could see it.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
It's legit, and I was just.
See, I never thought that Fury would lose after beating Wilder, and then Usyk beat Anthony Joshua.
Beat his ass.
Yeah, and I was like, oh damn, Usyk's pretty good.
I think Usyk's gonna win this fight, bro.
Do you really?
I do.
I can't. I think Tyson Fury's gonna win. I don't see him losing.
I think he
especially if he's that locked in.
I don't know, bro. I just watch the way Usyk fights, and he always fights guys that are bigger than him, and he always finds the chin, bro.
Does he?
He always finds it. And he's not known for like putting people out cold, but Fury's also not known for having a chin.
Mm-hmm.
He's been dropped by much smaller guys before, and he's been dropped even recent in his career. This last one that he got dropped on was not even a boxer.
Oh, he got dropped by Ngannou.
Yeah,
and
bro.
then Anthony Joshua destroyed him. Damn.
You know, so whatever. But
We'll see. I'm excited to watch.
I got Usyk. And I would love to see Usyk win because I feel like Usyk's been putting in the work for it. And that guy does not turn down a fight. I'm not saying Fury does.
Yeah.
But he also calls the shots.
Yeah.
Like, Usyk will pick the number one contender every time. Which I feel like that's what boxing needs. Boxing needs a guy like that.
Yeah.
Boxing needs a guy like Lomachenko who will fight anybody. Ryan Garcia who will fight anybody. Like, boxing needs that. So, I like Usyk.
I got
winning.
Fury.
Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be surprised if Fury won. But I would just love to see Usyk win that fight. But in honor of all these great fights being called, I think it's only right that we get back to our top five.
Top five.
All right, so today we're going to do top 5 biggest fights that the UFC has not announced yet that could and should go down this year.
What I was saying earlier, even though it's not like top 5 anybody like cares too much about, some people do. Juliana Pena versus
Raquel
Pennington.
I think Juliana Pena just beats the shit out of her.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I want to see that because Raquel Pennington's not very like big name. Like,
Yeah, she's not.
no.
Yeah.
And the last fight was kind of whack.
It was whack. Neither of them really deserved to fight for that title.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Sorry.
But anyway, coming in at number 5, I have Aljo versus Ortega. Aljo's coming off an extremely, maybe not the most entertaining, but an extremely dominant win over Kattar. People talk shit about that performance, but Kattar's one of the best strikers in the featherweight division, and he didn't even touch Aljo. I think he landed 3 punches.
Yeah.
And Aljo just dominated for 3 rounds. Might not have been the most fun thing to watch, but if you know what you're looking at, I appreciated the performance for what it was.
Yeah.
And then when you look at Ortega's in this weird spot because you have a guy in Volk that 1000% deserves the rematch whenever he wants it, and a guy on Max who's cleared out the division, including Ortega. Plus, he just came off a badass performance.
Oh, yeah.
So Ortega's not really in a spot for a title shot anytime soon. I feel like he's going to have to fight again. And he's coming off a great win over Yair. I just feel like that is the perfect fight to make.
Yeah, that's a good
Former
fight.
champion who looked great in his debut at featherweight versus number 3 contender who looked great against Yair.
And
I feel like that'll be a fight to kill time in the meantime to establish the next number 1 contender.
Yeah, and who do you got in that?
I got Aljo.
Aljo? I think
Yeah,
me
Aljo.
too, yeah.
I think people are like forgetting how good that guy is. You know, and I think he's going to, especially at this weight, bro, he's big at 45. He was never like, he was making 35, but that's a tough weight cut for him. Fool's way bigger than me, bro, and I struggle making 41.
That's crazy, huh?
You know, like, he's way bigger than me.
Yeah.
So,
And he's making 35.
yeah, I got Aljo on that.
I got Aljo as well. Coming in at number 4, we got me versus Joe. A lot of people have been hyping up this fight for years now. Wrestler versus striker, white versus brown. And at number 4, we have the GOAT, John Jones versus Stipe. This fight was supposed to happen in November 11th of last year. I was supposed to go to this fight. Luckily, the New York trip fell through.
Dude,
This is
blessing in disguise.
seriously.
Not a minute.
Serious, dude, that would have been so disappointing.
You want to know what was even worse about that situation? Is these people didn't get reimbursed for the ticket prices.
I thought they did.
They have to go through like this whole process though, and it's like a whole legal action.
And what was the replacement fight?
It was something stupid, bro. It wasn't a title fight.
What was it, Aspinall? Yeah, everybody wants to watch John Jones' the GOAT fight. He came off a a very dominant win versus Cyril Gane. And everybody wants to watch John Jones. He's the GOAT. They want to see if he's still got it. He was supposed to fight and tore his pec. So this is not officially announced yet, but it's not like the previous fight we just talked about where it's like, oh, it could happen, could not. It's definitely going to happen
It'll definitely happen.
this year. And I'd be stupid to not bet on John Jones.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to bet on John Jones. I just don't think the fight's as easy as people think it's going to be. Stipe's a really good wrestler, and he's a really good striker. You know, he's got a lot of good tools in his arsenal. I just think age is also going to play a factor in this, bro.
Stipe's like 40,
they're both not in their prime.
Huh.
You know, they're both of them. John is 36, I think.
Yeah, and
Stipe is like 41.
Yeah, 41.
So a little interesting. But I got Jones.
Yeah, Jones, yeah.
Decision. Coming in at number 3, Conor versus Nate at the Sphere. Conor has been very vocal that after he fights Chandler, he wants Nate at the Sphere. I don't know why Dana White shut this one down. I think that's dumb to even shut that fight down. Nate's a Mexican. It's Mexican Independence Day, and that's arguably one of the biggest fights that you can put on, period.
Yeah.
Like, period. Not just right now, like, of all time.
Yeah.
That'll blow the roof off the Sphere. And Nate said he wants to come back. Conor's ready to go. Why not?
And in June, Nate's fighting Masvidal June 6th.
Two washed up fools boxing. Neither of them are good at boxing. Yeah. I think Masvidal's going to beat his ass, honestly.
Yeah, he might win. Coming in at number 2, we got Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili. This is a fight that was obvious to happen for a long time. Everybody knows Merab's the next in line for a title. It seemed for a while like Sean was ducking it, but I don't think he was.
No, he's not. He wants it.
Yeah, he wants to fight. This one is kind of a toss-up because I'm a big Sugar Sean fan.
I don't know why people think Merab's going to run through him.
I don't think it will.
I don't think he is either. I honestly think that Sean O'Malley's going to whoop his ass.
I think that Sean O'Malley's going to win. I hope that Sean O'Malley's going to win. I think he's going to win. I think he's going to keep the distance on him. Sean's got good takedown defense, obviously.
Great takedown defense. Like, slept on for sure.
Yeah, definitely slept on. When you're at that level and you're a higher level striker than everybody, you have to have good takedown defense. Like Conor McGregor. I see it going second round knockout, maybe even first round knockout. I don't know if Merab's been knocked out before.
I don't know.
But I feel like Sean O'Malley always finds the chin.
Always.
I think he beats Merab. The other way this can go is Merab does what he did to Cejudo.
I don't think it goes down like that. I think even if Merab does get a takedown, I think it'll be an ass whooping from Sean O'Malley or a close fight. I don't think Merab has the tools to make this an ass whooping.
No.
I just don't think he'll be able to take down Sean like that. Keep in mind, Cejudo was hurt going into that fight. Cejudo's got integrity, so he doesn't talk about it much.
I didn't know that.
But he didn't even spar for like 3 weeks going into that fight.
Oh, shit.
You know, so I see Sean winning that fight.
Yeah.
I really do.
Me too.
I really do.
And that is supposed to be at the Sphere.
That's going to be at the Sphere.
And that's what, September 6th, 13th, something like that?
September, yeah, it's like mid-September or 20.
That should be cool.
Something like that. But coming in at number 1, Blessed Express versus Ilia Topuria in Spain, in Vegas, in New York. Who cares? Just make the fight happen. I love that fight. Styles make matchups. I know Volk has already beat Holloway 3 times, and Topuria beat Volk. It just doesn't work out that way. Styles make matchups, and watching Max compete at 55 this last go around was
amazing.
Good, bro. He looked good. I feel like he leaped levels.
He did, and he was already at the top.
He was already at the top, and I feel like he leveled up during that game.
Yeah, for sure.
He said he did a lot of sparring, which he typically doesn't do. He said he was lifting a lot of weights, just doing everything the right way, and I think when you get yourself in that kind of shape and put on a little muscle and feel good, that cut back down to 45, he's going to feel like a monster going in there.
After knocking out Gaethje.
So
that will be an awesome fight. I want to say Holloway will win. Topuria's good though. Obviously.
Topuria finds that chin too. He finds that chin, man. But
Holloway's never been dropped.
He's been dropped. Gaethje dropped him.
Yeah, I know.
But But yeah, he's quote unquote never been dropped. And even though he has been dropped, he's still got a chin, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking. So Max, funny stat, Max has the most significant strikes in UFC history. He has also absorbed the most significant strikes in UFC history.
Oh, has he really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So he's been hit the most by the best people over and over again. Conor, Aldo, Volk, Yair, Ortega.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's fought everybody. Zombie, everybody. And he just eats them.
Never been dropped one time.
Been dropped by Gaethje.
And they didn't even call it.
And he got that back.
Yeah,
just
that's
to say
so
that.
crazy.
So those are really fun fights.
Yeah.
If there's any fights that we miss or any fights that you guys can think of, let us know in the comments. We'd love to know. But those are our top
Honorable
5 fights.
mention,
DDP versus
DDP Adesanya. I think that would be a great one.
The only reason I didn't put that one in the top 5, I just don't feel like Izzy deserves the shot.
You don't?
Nope. I don't. You got to keep in mind every title run goes by itself. So he lost the title. He won the title back. And then he lost
And
it.
they lost it again.
He didn't even defend his title. So if you had a champ that never defended their title, would you give them an immediate rematch? After an ass whooping like that?
That's true.
He got his ass whooped by Sean Strickland, and he's getting a title shot over the guy that beat Sean Strickland. Just makes no sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sean Strickland should have got the fight, but it is what it is. But other than that, there's not really too many big fights that I can think of that haven't been announced yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
That will possibly happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see Leon. I feel like this is for next year. Like Leon Islam. That's not going to happen this year because Islam has to fight
Sarukian
Poirier
first.
and then he has to fight Sarukian and then Leon has to fight Bilal and then he has to fight probably Shavkat.
But I don't get the whole Shaf. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Shavkat's really good, but he hasn't fought a top 5 guy.
Who was his last one?
I think it was Wonder Boy.
It was Wonder Boy, huh?
And what is Wonder Boy?
We were there for that, weren't we?
No. But what the fuck's Wonder Boy?
We watched Shavkat.
Did we?
It was on 296.
Like, don't get me wrong, the hype's there, but I think
Yeah,
I think Ian Gary deserves a fucking shot over Shavkat. Ian Gary's saying yes to everybody, bro.
That's true.
He's saying yes to everybody.
We really watched this whole
You know
fight.
what? Damn. Sleeper one that we forgot. Freaking Ian Gary versus Colby Covington.
I was thinking about
That's
that
a
one too.
banger
Yeah,
ass
that's
fight
a
right
good
there.
fight.
I probably should have swapped that out for Aljo Ortega.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's a banger fight right there. I don't think it'll go down because I think Colby's smart. And I think Ian whoops his ass. But
I think Colby wins that.
I don't think he does.
I think Colby wins that, gets another title shot, loses.
Dude, imagine he wins and Bilal wins. And then Bilal beats the fucking Colby.
Colby just beats Bilal.
I could see that happening too.
Thank you everybody for watching Putasos Podcast episode 35. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that shit. If you made it this far, we're actually giving away tickets to Conor McGregor June 29th.
Boo.
In order to receive the tickets, you must have watched it this far. And there was a secret code that we threw in this episode, and you must comment that code, and you would be entered for a chance to win.
Congrats in advance. You're welcome.
We're blessing the poor. We're blessing the poor. We're fucking the horse. This is Putasos Podcast. We'll see you in the next one. You don't like that?
No.
No, I got you. We're blessing the poor. We're fucking the horse. We get them pregnant and then we run out the door. Putasos Podcast, episode 35. We're out. We're blessing the poor.
Stop, bro.
We're fucking the horse. And then we're going to go get some milk. We're out the fucking door. Thank you for watching Putasos Podcast. Putasos Podcast, episode 35. We'll see you guys later.